Today on the show, Radical Ones, Lord Vader rises. It's 2005, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It's time to get radical.
Hello there.
We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life.
Queen Amidala herself.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
More did you say?
Here is the path to the dark side.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
They fly now! They fly now!
You will be a Jedi, I promise.
Hey, Jabba, no bother.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
The Force will be with you, always.
Welcome back, Radical Ones, to another episode of the Radical Retro Rewind podcast. As always, I am your host, Radical Ryan Hunter, here with everyone's favorite brother and mine, David, for another episode of Star Wars Summer.
Well, hello there.
General Kenobi.
Do I get a Jedi name or a Sith name?
We should do that. We should see David at the end of the summer if there's like a Sith name generator.
Why do I have to be the Sith? Automatically, I'm the bad one. Isn't that the way it's always been in this relationship? Because I immediately want to kill people and get the job done.
In this movie.
So then I am the Sith.
No, I'm thinking because Sith usually, I feel like, have a name made up. Like, I think if you're Ben Kenobi or
you've been Ben already.
Yeah, you've already Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You know, I started writing that in my notes, the Wan, on like accentuating it. Obi-Wan.
I listened even in the movie. I swear it sounds like Obi-Wan.
I knew it wasn't the word one.
Yeah,
like the number
like he's
one,
a robot, like a droid.
But I thought if I was going to spell it, it was like
Wan.
Like Wan, like, well, Wan, like Juan,
yeah.
But no,
Obi-Wan.
Woon, like maybe Woon, like Woon. I don't know. Like I don't know how I would spell it, but how was it? It's W-A-N,
Wan.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic, before the Dark Times, before the Empire. A young Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil, helped the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
Lord Vader. Yes, Master.
Rise.
Today is the final of the prequel era. Woo! Cue the Ewoks, cue
drama,
cue celebration, chronicling the fall of Anakin Skywalker to the dark side, his transformation into Darth Vader, and the rise of the Galactic Empire, and the near extermination of the Jedi. It bridges the gap between the prequels and the original trilogy, showing how Chancellor Palpatine orchestrated the Clone Wars to seize power, leading to the birth of Luke and Leia and the beginning of the Empire.
We got dark real quick.
You set it up. This is the darkest of the prequel trilogies.
Darkest doesn't cover it.
This was 2005, year after I graduated high school. But David, much like The Phantom Menace in 1999, they were going out big. Like, not that they didn't advertise Attack of the Clones, because of course it had a massive, but this was it. This was the last Star Wars movie. Darth Vader.
If you're not but the last unicorn.
Until you find out there's more unicorns coming. More movies, more and more TV shows. But this was a huge deal. Anakin finally becoming Vader. The breathing problems begin, and
Zyrtec people. Zysol. Little Benadryl, but don't take too much. You might get dementia.
Allegedly. Don't sue us, Benadryl, because I love you. I love you. I used you for years, Benadryl.
That might explain
Yeah,
some
that
of the problems.
explains
The cognitive decline.
Actually, you heard it here first. I might have to sue.
We're going to have to talk to our attorney friend. It might be a class action lawsuit. Wait, wow, we could probably get paid finally
if we
for
disappear.
this podcast, for God's sake. Get some money going.
But the marketing was insane. So Burger King had a tie-in.
Thanks, mister.
May the fries be with you.
Star Wars Episode 3 toys are now at Burger King. There are 31 different toys you can collect. You can wind up General Grievous, race around with the Millennium Falcon, or make Yoda do a backflip. There's one in every kid's meal, only at Burger King.
You know, the famous. Everyone got a tie-in. Everything was Star Wars again.
Raya just sent me a Jar Jar Binks tongue.
We
Is
spoke
it a Pez
about
dispenser that licks?
Oh, isn't that lovely?
That dispenses Pez with his long tongue.
There's so much prequel
It sounded
merchandise
dirty.
that, and why does it always involve his tongue? Everything is with Jar Jar's tongue. That is the thing that makes the universe go around.
I think maybe
evidently.
Lucas was sexually oppressed at the time. It wasn't the rebellion. It wasn't the Republic that was repressed. It was George Lucas's tongue.
You know what? You set this up in a weird way. We actually lost his ex-wife last week while we were doing this. Marsha Lucas, who, David, actually is a legendary film editor. She passed away at the age of 80 last week.
Oh, wow.
She was the key editors behind the original Star Wars and shared the Academy Award for Best Film Editing for A New Hope.
Oh.
Her work shaped the emotional pacing and excitement of some of the most unforgettable moments in the saga. Beyond Star Wars, she also edited classics like American Graffiti, Taxi Driver, Return of the Jedi. So I figured as we continue Star Wars Summer, someone who had such a huge part of editing the original films that became this cultural phenomenon. So we just wanted to speak your name, Marsha Lucas.
I hope she got some money in the set.
Oh, I'm sure she got.
I hope she got that.
My mother is a philosopher.
Yes, I
hope she got that Jennifer Tilly Simpson money.
She had to have gotten Star Wars money. 3 years after Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, I wanted to see how everyone was doing age-wise, because, you know, I'm always fascinated with that. Obi-Wan is 38 years old. Anakin is 22 years old. And keep that in mind throughout this entire movie, though. Like, a 22-year-old. And Padme is 27. And I have to say, I don't know if this is the first time we didn't see her in a position of power or having to, like, you know, do Senate work, but I felt like this was the most vulnerable she's ever was, and almost like childlike, going back to maybe, I don't know, her character was different in a way. It was almost like we see her for the first time. I don't know. I keep thinking of Authority. She was very, like, maybe it was the pregnancy and everything going on, but almost innocent, childlike. Her dreams of seeing when she's brushing her hair and going, I want to have the children on Naboo. The whole thing almost has a shadow of darkness on it, I have to say.
Anna, I want to have our baby back home on Naboo. We can go to the lake country where no one will know, where we can be safe. I can go early and fix up the baby's room. I know the perfect spot. Right by the gardens.
I don't know if you felt the same way watching the movie.
Of course, I think this is not shaming at all, but she looked very thin to me there.
Oh,
very
frail, more frail?
Like, in general, like her physical, like Natalie Portman.
Yes,
looked,
okay.
I felt like she didn't look as vibrant and healthy as she did in the other movies.
She did. I don't know if this was intentional, but she did have, like, dark circles.
So I don't know if they did that. Well, I honestly, that also is probably true because the lighting was always dark.
Yeah, okay.
Even in the beginning, Anakin is in black. Obi-Wan is in this very like organic, natural like color.
The touch, the feel of cotton.
Yes, the fabric of our lives. Maybe that's our new sponsor.
Yeah, I would love it. Give us some Obi threads.
So I felt like she was always the place that her crib, her place that she was living. It was always plunged in darkness. So she looked like she was in despair most of the time.
So this movie starts off, I have to say, with probably one of the best intros of the prequel so far, right into this battle where Obi-Wan and Anakin are fighting. It's space. The background, David, I have to say, I think there was a huge jump in the CGI effects.
The best so far. The other thing that stood out for me is that there's this big battle going on, and Anakin wants to go help another fighter, and of course, the Jedi way, which is again this is what I feel like got them into trouble to begin with, is he's like, oh no, let the fighter get killed. This is his job. Too bad. And that initially annoyed me because again, this is what I feel like led Anakin to the dark side, this type of behavior. This is why the Jedis are this is what causes this problem to begin with. And we've talked about this in the last two, but at the same time, then Obi-Wan was in trouble and he said, let me go. Yeah. So I guess he does practice what he preaches.
Yes.
But at the same time, I have to say this again, this sort of detached mentality, I feel like gives Anakin's dark side the ability to detach fairly easily, and I also think it's what is the downfall of the Jedis to begin with. This movie is dark very quickly.
Yes. Going on that, you have been saying that the first two, you were wondering how it's going to get into the melancholiness of the original trilogy. And this one, truly, it's war, right? It's, like we said, 3 years after, but the Clone Wars have just been going this whole entire time. You could see it's worn on them. Anakin now has a scar on his face. It shows that things have happened. And one of the things that has happened is Padme is pregnant. Padme is pregnant.
Something wonderful has happened. Annie, I'm pregnant.
You know what they've been doing the last 3 years.
We see Count Dooku is still around, and he's captured Palpatine, who again is evidently the biggest maestro in the galaxy. He's
a vengeful queen.
Sorry to this man, Kiki Palmer, but he always does come off like that to me. Very, very.
I love her.
We have Obi, R2, Anakin. They board this ship to save Palpatine, and we see that Dooku is there, and there's a battle.
I've been looking forward to this.
My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count.
Good. Twice the pride, double the fall.
Again, very, from the beginning to this part, action-packed. Pacing-wise, I think George worked on his pacing issues better than the last two, I feel like. No,
I think it was action-packed. I think it kept your interest. I would say, are we going to just jump around like we always do?
Yes,
so
of course.
There was the final battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan. At the same time, Yoda versus...
the Emperor.
The only reason why, for me, that worked is because they panned back and forth between the two sets of people battling, because again, towards the very end, Anakin and Obi-Wan's battle, I felt like dragged just a little bit. Did you feel that? When they were on that molten lava thing? Okay, so it wasn't just me. It was just a smidge, like a tiny bit. It was like, this has been an ongoing issue with these three movies. It's just too much. Like, yes, like the grandioso, it's amazing. Like the imagery is amazing.
Yes.
But we didn't need, again, from the beginning, a pod race that dragged on for like 30 minutes. Like, yes, we get it. It's really cool. And there's a lot of different imagery going on, and like the crazy sand people shooting people and throwing stuff. Yes, there's a lot of cool stuff. And this last scene, just a smidge when they were fighting, it just dragged on too much. The second movie, it dragged on too much when they got thrown into where they were creating all the droids and stuff. And, Padme almost getting like melted metal thrown on her, and going through like the pressing machines and stuff. That again dragged on too much. Yes, super cool imagery, really cool, especially at the time, amazing. But again, these scenes were so much better because there was the back and forth between the two different dueling, Yoda versus the Emperor, and Anakin versus Obi-Wan. That's what saved it for me, because if it was just
two of them,
one or the other group, just a hair. It was fine. But if I had one criticism, that would be it.
I think the only thing I would say is I'm assuming you have to live up to this, Vader, what moment turned him into Vader kind of thing. But yeah, there are even parts where, did you notice they did that thing where they both stop and they like spin their lightsabers just because
to me, it was when they were on that,
floating.
when they were floating down and they were about to go off of the I'm going to call it the molten metal lava, lava fall. That's where it kind of, that was the jump. I always say the jump the shark moment. That was where it kind of was like, okay, let's get to the part.
Burn him already.
Let's get let's get to the climax and let's finish this off. You've battled enough. We know that you're matched power wise. We know that this is like good versus evil. We know that this is your friend. This is your this. Blah 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 blah. We got it all. It's just too much.
Wait a minute. How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Apparently not.
But overall, enjoyed this movie out of the three the best.
Wow. Okay.
But also most gut-wrenching and heartbreaking, obviously. But I'm also more of I'm a very logical person in one hand, but I'm also a very emotional person in another way. So
one of the moments early on that, if you didn't know Palpatine was up to something, the whole beheading of Dooku. Again, beheading, David, beheading. The memes online are, do it. Like he gets that all of a sudden.
All of a sudden. Gotta get yourself right through it.
Do it. And he beheads Count Dooku.
Kill him now. Do it.
I'm surprised Dooku didn't go, oh yeah, well guess what? He's my master.
He's my daddy.
There's so many signs here that Palpatine is evil.
This is one of the things that I added to my notes about this whole thing that I have against the Jedi. Is that Anakin, when he killed Dooku, he very disassociated. Like after he killed him, was like, I know I shouldn't have done. It was like, oh my God, it was like some like
Britney Spears.
It was like poor Britney, like drugged. It was like, give me more. I want more. No, he was like to literally like disassociate. Like, I know I shouldn't.
So maybe is that something?
I know I shouldn't have done this, but like, acted like he was drugged. Like, I don't think it's shock. This is what I have an issue with. Again, I feel like this is part of the Jedi's Achilles heel. You teach them to be non-emotional, non-feeling, and it's so easy to do certain things. Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm opening this up to because I want comments. Actually, I'm hoping to get some comments, but I feel like this is the problem that I have with this whole absolute. You have to be absolutely this way, absolutely that.
Who says that only the Sith deal in absolute?
But it's not true, because you cannot have emotions, you cannot have attachment, you cannot love, you cannot do this, you cannot do that.
So I have to say, the first time that Anakin reunites with Padme, did you notice her buns?
Yes. I don't think Natalie Portman had as much prosthetic hair.
This was the most subdued.
Was all that hair actual Carrie Fisher's hair?
Or was that the original? That's a good question. Or if it was or is that Spaceballs when she takes it off as earphones.
Yeah.
I want to say that was her hair,
because then
I would love if
maybe
it was
Natalie
her
Portman
hair.
doesn't have as thick of a hair as
she's got a mane at some point,
but maybe
are these
she doesn't
wigs?
have as thick of a type of coarser hair, thicker, as Carrie Fisher did. Different quality of hair.
She's watching Anakin in the shadows. He's returned from this mission, and she's like, there were reports that you had died. Padme has become a shadow of herself.
Yes.
I feel like
she's not strong anymore. Desperate Housewives of Naboo.
It almost seems like she lost her, maybe the motherhood has softened her. As I'm watching this, I'm thinking, wow, she was a 14-year-old queen. And now to me, she was almost reverting back to a more innocent, like she was, I don't know if it's a plot device.
But honestly,
like she's 29, let's just say 27. She seemed less mature than Anakin now all of a sudden.
But maybe she just wanted to, sometimes you want to fall apart. Sometimes you want to be embraced. Sometimes you want to be the small spoon to the big spoon.
Sometimes you want to be held like that lake by Naboo.
Hold me. Like you did by the lake on Naboo. So long ago when there was nothing but our love. No politics, no plotting, no war.
And sometimes you tell the love of your life that you're pregnant, and at first they seem like they are totally indifferent to it and have no emotion whatsoever.
What would you have done then? Yeah, that
I would have said, I would have went, you want to talk about going housewives? I would have went berserk. I would have said, I just told you, mother effer, that I'm pregnant, and you seem like you are completely could give two SHITs.
That's wonderful.
The fact that you not only are they married against everything, but now there's a baby.
When it comes to one-day-old twins, Luke and Leia, Anakin, You are the father.
I would have pulled rank with him at that point. I would have said, I'm pregnant, we're married, we're leaving. I don't care if the Republic burns to the ground. I don't care if every Jedi hates you. Your loyalty is to this baby,
Amidala.
is to me.
To Padme. Yeah.
To Padme. I would have said, you are already now a Jedi Master. You know all the... Obi cannot teach you anything. This is why this whole series would have been finished up 1, 2, 3 with me. Episode 2. I would, because I would have got my man and been married already. I would have said, I'm pregnant. We're going to Naboo. That we're not doing anything else. And if you don't, then we are parting ways, and that will be the end of our relationship. And I will pretend that I don't even know you, and you will never meet your child. And that would be no, seriously. I would have said, let the politicians, let the emperor, let these people figure out their own problems. Really, honestly.
Although at that point, her character up into this, I don't see, because she was so much about people and everything. I think she would have thought of that as pulling him away from the war.
I don't care.
Annie.
You know what?
Anakin.
Sometimes you have to let somebody else pull their weight for once. At that time, there was enough Jedis. And honestly, she was going to do that. She wanted him to go to Naboo with her anyway.
Yes.
I would have just at that point said, I'm pregnant. I'm scared. This is not a safe place. We're leaving. I would have said, I have booked my flight. If I see...
The outfits are packed.
If I don't see you at noon, then I am not going to be Padme Skywalker. I will be Padme, whatever, blah, 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 her last name was.
Amidala, right? Padme Amidala.
I will just be known as the artist formerly known as Amidala.
You know that queen.
No, but honestly,
No,
at that point, because that would have fixed the whole problem.
Well, the problem too is he's having those dreams again.
Yeah, and the reason why she died is because of him to begin with.
Isn't that crazy? Literally, yes. So let's just say it. His dreams are literally
her dying in childbirth, basically.
And he causes it.
Yeah, because she loses all hope because he chokes her out like Ike Turner to Tina. Ooh, I'm getting crazy with this movie.
Ooh, Amidala.
You have a baby. She doesn't know until the very end she's having twins. You're having a baby. I'm sorry, but as a parent, I'm not a mother, but I am a father of 4. Yes. I would stay alive, 1, to take care of my baby, but 2, to spite that dumb ass Anakin.
Now you've given me life.
You choked me
now
out.
You've given me life.
Choked me out.
Yeah.
When I came to a planet that's filled with lava to get your ass, even though I know you killed a bunch of people and did all the stuff that you did, and you're going to choke me? Oh no, I am going to stay alive. I am going to stay alive. I don't care. You want to break my heart? I'm going to break your legs the next time I see you.
What's left of them.
Now, you're going to tell me you're going to let your child be motherless because he broke your heart? No, I'm sorry. I love my husband. I love my family. Believe me, there has been a much greater love than the two of these people. They acted like they were strangers for most of the first 2 movies. Now, you're going to tell me that she's going to let herself die and leave that child to Obi-Wan, who can't even have a normal attachments to people?
You're making Yoda raise my baby. Yoda?
Yes?
Yoda.
This baby will change our lives. I doubt the Queen will continue to allow me to serve in the Senate. And if the Council discovers you're the father, you'll be expelled.
I know.
Do you think Obi-Wan might be able to help us?
We don't need his help. Our baby is a blessing.
Okay, this is my question.
No.
How much of this is because she had to die to set up the original trilogy? Because in hindsight...
Honestly, I forgot how she died. I thought she faked her death and she just died.
I wish she would have faked her
I
death.
thought she went to...
But did you see they stuffed her stomach to make it...
I know.
That's smart, at least. They made her still look pregnant, so they think that the babies died with her. I got to give it to
But
smart.
that pissed me off. And can I ask you something? Is General Grievous... Is General
the coughing?
Does he have COPD?
Just as Count Dooku predicted.
Or is he's a robot? How does a robot have breathing issues? There's no organic material. How does he have COPD? This is the comedy, obviously, episode because apparently
General Grievous.
I am grieved by listening to him.
In design, in research, David, I found out that he was an alien. Basically, it's like Vader. His body is.
But there's nothing left of him.
Coughing. I think it's like honestly like a head with. It's like RoboCop. A head with some strings hanging down.
So he's got COPD permanently.
But the cough is a choice, isn't that? Because it's never addressed in the thing. It's just kind of like, oh,
he has COPD. say?
Or
Look it up.
I'm going to say, going to that scene, really cool execution of the lightsaber spinning. Great. But the fact that he was trained in the Jedi arts is something I don't like.
You fool! I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
I don't like the fact that people can be trained in something that
Metachlorides.
Oh, we have to bring that up too. Did Palpatine and his master Plagueis create Anakin? Did you hear it when he tells the story in the opera? Whatever that is, I know it wasn't Fifth Element with the I wish it was. I don't know, it looks like bubbles with some kind of like things floating around.
With like eels. Slimy, weird eel things. That's nothing for me.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No.
I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend.
This is a very famous scene when he says, "Do you know the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?" Oh, the Jedi didn't teach you. And this is again when you should say, how do you know all this? How do you know this? He's basically setting up Anakin that they have unnatural. Some people think the Sith have the ability to do unnatural things, basically, even life after death.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Some people tell you that it's only Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, Anakin.
And don't you make me get up in this opera. You know how much I love the opera. So he says that even metachlorians can be basically manipulated.
Oh my God. Just ask the Kardashians. NAD.
Manipulized to be manipulated into creating birth. So to me, I went, ooh, ding, ding, ding. That is why Shmi had the Immaculate Conception.
Oh, yeah.
Palpatine, again, is playing, what is it, 3D chess?
He's playing the long game.
4D chess. 4D chess?
He's playing the long game.
The long game. Getting people pregnant.
Oh.
It
ain't because he touched her. You know he's gay. And now after he had that ugly transformation, he ain't getting a man.
Oh my God!
And he might have been able to get a twink that was looking to get rich.
Has left me
after he got all scarred up after that ugly thing. You're gonna have to beep this. I also said I have a comment where I said Anakin showed his ass complaining that he was not a master on the Jedi Council. There was one of those moments where it seemed forced that he was throwing a little hissy fit, like it was.
But much better than he was in Episode 2, right? Much less whiny.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
What? How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair. How can you be on the council and not be a master?
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
Are we looking with rose-tinted glasses? Because in hindsight, if you think about it, Luke was a whiner in that first
Don't
episode.
you talk about him.
I love Luke, but in New Hope, wasn't he
about
whiny?
him in really dirty ways, Mark Hamill.
I want to go and get some power converters.
Yeah, you did.
So that's a possibility with Palpatine. But going back to Grievous, Obi, tell me he is not one of the greatest Jedis in the world. Maul, Grievous.
I didn't give him credit at first, but he's come a long way. He's come a long way. He definitely has upped his game.
I mean, he should be recognized as one of the most powerful Jedi, I think. And the fact that he's always going on solo missions, did you notice this? He's always going off on his own. I don't know if this is Jedi in general, like they send you, because we do see the Jedi spread out.
Can we see that he's the only Jedi that does anything?
Well,
the other Jedi's like,
let me go in this chair.
I'm going to sit here.
Mace, I got to say, I feel like they lightened him up in the last 2 episodes. He's become lighter. Although he literally just tells Anakin, like, if the information you give me true later on is true, then I'll trust you finally.
If what you've told me is true, you will have gained my trust. But for now, remain here. Wait in the council chambers until we return.
Yes, Master.
are they wrong truly that the fact that they didn't make him official master but put him
No,
on there?
no.
I think they
He doesn't have the skill set. Well, not even the skill set. He doesn't have the knowledge. To be a master does not mean that you can wield a sword very well. It's, to me, when you say someone is a master, like let's say you're a master at your craft. You may be very skilled.
A master plumber even. You
may be very skilled, but you're okay, so you want to use the analogy of a plumber. Okay, I'm not a plumber, but you might be able to put together pipes, and you might be able to do things very quickly and efficiently. But someone who is a master plumber may be able to realize the problem that you have with your plumbing just by the symptoms that this is what's going on, and they may know from years of honing their trade and their skill that I know that this is typically the reason why you're having a problem is because your traps are clogged, or because of the pipe that goes out to to your sewer. To your sewer is clogged, or whatever the case may be. This is the reason why typically this happens, where someone may be very skilled at putting some parts together. There's a difference between someone who is skilled and someone who is a master tradesman or a master at something, and that's the difference. Plus, they don't trust him. You have to earn that. You know what I mean? You have to earn the right to be he's still wet behind the ears. Just because raw power does not, in anything, raw power doesn't give you the right to be a master of anything. I mean, am I wrong for saying that to anybody? I mean, raw power, raw anything. Like, there is something to be said, and this is what's wrong with our society today, is that people, especially in the United States, they disregard wisdom. You know what I mean? Like, all the thing with ChatGPT and all the stuff that people do, like, they think just because they can get a quick answer, there is something to say about little nuances that you have when it comes with experience.
Yes.
That you can't get that necessarily right now anyway with AI. You can't read somebody from across the room. You can't sense something. You can't get a vibe from somebody. That comes with experience, and you can't get that. No, he should not be a master. I would have said, because we're being basically compelled to put you on this council, you're here, but we're not going to put you as a master because you're too young and you're not experienced enough. That comes with experience. You have the raw ability and power, but this is the problem too, is that people do not explain things. If it was explained to him this way, he probably would have not flied off the handle, and it would have not, again, propelled him closer to the dark side if he would have. But
do you think, and I agree, because I think they actually were right with this one, because clearly there's something off in him, but I get the feeling that they kind of did treat him almost like Mace Windu did, like, oh, like, still, but it's like, I don't believe you, but we'll put you on this council. So I could see that as a young mind being like, well, what the hell? And then having someone like Palpatine in his ear, I don't agree with.
But if you know, then you would correct the issue.
This is the closest we even see him and Obi together. Like, the last movie seemed like there was tension, and he was like, now it feels like they really are brothers and they get along, and their last moment before they see each other again on that duel is, may the force be with you. You're going to become a master soon, Anakin. Don't worry. This great moment.
I've disappointed you. I haven't been very appreciative of your training. I've been arrogant, and I apologize. I've just been so frustrated with the council.
You are strong and wise, Anakin, and I am very proud of you. I have trained you since you were a small boy. I have taught you everything I know, and you have become a far greater Jedi than I could ever hope to be. But be patient, Anakin. It will not be long before the Council makes you a Jedi Master.
Obi-Wan, may the Force be with you.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.
Also, I just want to mention, did you notice the hair evolution of these Jedis? It seems like they go from short hair with the Padawan, rat tail thing. Then they go into, like, Obi had that long time, that in the last movie, that mullet look, which Anakin gets now. And then they go back to short. Because I loved Obi's new haircut, which it's actually short, just with a little...
You just love Ewan McGregor.
He looked great again in this episode.
You wanted to Moulin Rouge him.
Did you notice also Padme's, all her scenes are in either her apartment or with R2, like C-3PO. That's it. Like
in darkness.
In darkness. I almost feel like this is the least screen time she's also got in this movie, too.
Was she doing other movies at this time?
That's what it seems like. I was going to ask you if it seems like she was kind of just thrown in here. I mean, clearly she played a huge part of the story. And just to set up R2 is definitely involved now in massive amounts of the plot. Early on, he helped them.
You know what's really amazing? Something I thought about? If R2 and C-3PO could project all the stuff that they saw back out. Imagine if Luke Skywalker could see R2 could project all the images of his mom and all the things that they went through to see who Darth Vader really is. This all could have, a lot of stuff could have been avoided.
Did you notice that they say they wipe out C-3PO's mind, but they don't wipe out R2-D2's?
He's like, oh dear, oh.
In the sequel trilogy, which many years from now, C-3PO does get all his memories back.
Captain Antilles.
Yes, Your Highness.
I'm placing these droids in your care. Treat them well, clean them up. Have the protocol droids' mind wiped.
What? Oh, no.
Anakin believes that she is going to die. She actually says, tell me what's bothering you. I'm glad we didn't have to go back and forth and back and forth. He's like, yes, I'm having those dreams. And she's like, oh, those dreams. You know, that doesn't mean anything. I'm not going to die in childbirth, she says. I just have to acknowledge this. I don't know if it's the performance. And I have to tell you, I love Hayden Christensen's performance as Anakin in this movie much better than Attack of the Clones. I think he got a better handle on things, or George actually directed them a little better. But this line, you're so beautiful, it's because I'm so in love. And then he goes, no, it's because I'm so in love with you. And then she does this like head tilt thing with a smile and it cuts away. I'm like, that almost looked like a parody. I have to say, it stood out so much.
It's only because I'm so in love.
No. No, it's because I'm so in love with you.
I did not believe you. I'm sorry, Natalie Portman, when you said
I really wanted them to make. I wanted Star Wars to have a sex scene.
Well, we did get a bed scene. I think that's as close as we ever got. He jumps up out of bed and like, that's it.
That would have been more believable if they would have been at it a little bit.
This is the line, Palpatine. Soon I will have a new apprentice, one far younger and more powerful.
Soon I will have a new apprentice, one far younger and more powerful.
I will have a twink.
Yeah.
Finally, I will get a twink instead of this old
Dooku.
man. I don't want the daddy anymore. I want a twink. I want a twunk.
Basically, he says to him in that thing, like, you could learn all these things, but not by a Jedi. Still, could it be? Could Palpatine be the one?
I know when he tried to tell him, oh, I had to learn all this because I need to know every aspect of my job. Yeah, okay.
He's an overachiever, Palpatine. Yeah. So we also found out that he hasn't given up his emergency powers. And they're saying since General Grievous is now dead, he's supposed to give up his emergency powers. So if he doesn't...
Then we know.
We know
that Misa did a bad thing by getting him elected.
Very, again, Jar Jar, minimal.
Just at the funeral.
Just with Boss Ness. He came up out of the swamps. I gotta say, Jar Jar did look very upset. And we do see Padme's parents that we mentioned got cut out of the funeral. And I think her niece, a little girl, her parents almost looked like they were smiling, the mother that was behind her. It was very weird. I know she's not supposed to be.
Life insurance policy.
Oh my God. Oh, I got another daughter.
We got another daughter. Maybe she can
Queen Jambalaya was there. Queen Jambalaya.
She can be a senator too.
They ask Anakin at one point to basically spy on Palpatine and get information. How dare you ask me to do this? How dare
That's against
you?
The Jedi way.
But yet, he has no qualm in slaying children.
That's really got me.
So you mean to tell me...
It killed me. It hurt me. It upset me. I didn't like it. I honestly thought that it was a bit too much.
Damn.
We went from Misa Usa Asa to slaughtering innocent children.
Yeah.
That scene was not cool for me at all. It really bothered me. Even if you wanted to, it could have been
off camera,
more implied, as opposed to him walking in and like, oh, Master.
Oh, yes. Master
Anakin.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
First of all, why did he have to do it? Why did he have
Skywalker?
to do it to begin with? They could have just blown up the building. Like even if they blew up the building and just didn't even.
We found out that, and this is the thing about Star Wars.
Disturbing.
I love Star Wars. I will defend it. But the fact that you have to read a comic, a novelization, a cartoon, a short story that fill in, you know what I'm saying? That they have so much that if you have to read a million things, you have to be Palpatine and read and research everything to fill in every detail. That to me is crazy. But evidently Palpatine took that over. It's on a special site for the Force. And that is why the Jedi evidently put their temple there to keep it for good. And he wanted to. So, I mean, I guess blowing it up would have been the easiest
So why
thing.
don't they keep the kids and make them become
Sith,
Siths?
right? Sith, right?
They're young enough to be trained and deterred.
We didn't even mention Bail Organa is Jimmy Smits.
Yeah.
That is Princess Leia's adopted father. And he is one of the people that sympathize with the Jedi and don't believe this whole thing. So he is the one that Obi and Yoda meet on. Oh my God, how did we not even mention Kashyyyk with the Wookiees and Chewbacca?
Goodbye, Tougher. Goodbye, Chewbacca. Miss you, I will.
I love that Yoda is out there actually doing things, and the fact that we set up Chewbacca and him know each other. No Itchy, no Mala, no none of that. No space sex.
No
masturbation,
tree of life.
No tree of life
Festival.
No masturbation, hairdressing things.
Oh, no Diane
Carol.
No Diane Carol performing.
No, none of that. Chewbacca looking young, young man, and
you mean the tie-in so we can tie something into this movie into the later on because we can't because C-3PO and R2-D2
can't be the only two. What about this, actually? A 10-year-old Han Solo was originally supposed to be in those scenes as an orphan on Kashyyyk. In early drafts of the script and concept art, George Lucas planned for a young Han Solo to appear during the Battle of Kashyyyk and then scrap this story. I'm okay with it because if he's 10 years old and the children are just born, I think the age would have been off.
Yeah, I don't think
think that fits.
I mean, I think it would have been another tie-in to try to squeeze as much into that and out of it, but no.
Because people actually say this is the smallest world in the galaxy.
How did they all meet?
Every character has met a touch.
The Force is a very powerful
You're right.
thing.
It actually could be orchestrating.
Dun.
You're right.
So there's a part where Palpatine is fighting.
Mace Windu
fights him.
4 Jedi.
And he kills them all immediately except for Mace.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
The Senate will decide your fate.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
Question. Is he just that good? Or these weren't Jedi Masters?
They don't have the power. The power of what? The power of voodoo. Labyrinth, if you don't know.
Labyrinth, yes.
David Bowie.
There was that one with the hair, tentacles, that lasted a second longer.
Whatever. I don't care about them. They were weak. Weak, I tell you. Goodbye. I'm talking about
I can't get over it.
Can I just say, I love power and all, but if it's going to make me look that grotesque, I'm not going for it.
Unlimited power!
And now, I would have said before I died, thrown off, I would have said, and you still look like shit.
This mother effing face on this mother effing
I would have said,
planet.
you might kill me, but you're going to look like that for the rest of your days.
It was bad. It was bad.
It looked like his brain was
the ripples.
That was, what was the point of that?
I guess
the dark side
he
makes
has
you
to look
looks
like
gross?
Yeah, I think. My battle has left me deformed.
The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed. But I assure you, my resolve has never been stronger.
I'm sorry. I would have said you better work on the dark side, figuring out how to make you look better. I know I'm just being funny.
But if he's using this as Anakin, like, see, look, they're taking over. I don't know if Anakin just wanted this.
Anakin's trying to save Padme.
That's all he cares about. So that's it.
And he's broken.
Mace could have ended it right here.
If Anakin had stayed where he was supposed to, or went to Padme and left for Naboo, like I told you he should have, this would have never happened.
You think if Obi-Wan was around, that it would have been harder as well? Like, he clearly separated the two, Palpatine. He wanted Obi-Wan to be away, I think. And maybe if he was around...
Well, we wouldn't have any of this if this was this or this was that.
But
if I was in charge, this would have never happened.
It would have been over in 2 episodes. But really, it is sad to see that Mace really did defeat this man.
Do you remember that thing? This is Romeo and Juliet. Juliet's about to drink poison. This would have never happened if she had a sassy gay friend. He's like,
That's
what?
right.
What are you doing?
Who did that? What's his
Mercurio
name?
just killed your cousin, and you're gonna stop it. You have Stockholm syndrome.
Was it Beautiful Noodle person? That guy?
No, but I just love it. This would have never happened if Queen Amidala had a sassy gay friend.
Well, why didn't C-3PO step up? He was there.
I feel so helpless.
He wasn't into his own. He was still in the closet.
He was shining up. No, Palpatine was still in the closet, but barely. The closet was open. The veil was thin.
You are not going to that planet. Girl, you're going to Naboo, back to your people, your tribe, raise those babies, that baby. And this is an advanced civilization. You can't tell that you got more than one baby?
No, she didn't.
Well, she didn't want anybody to
know.
No,
I guess that's what you're going to say. She didn't see any doctor.
I would have said, go back to Naboo and get yourself a good...
Get yourself on
what do they call them? Doulas?
Oh, doulas. No, she had that robot. Hoo-da-boo.
Ooh, baby, baba.
Oh, ba.
Whatever.
She takes the baby out.
Get yourself a good handmaiden.
One of the handmaids.
One of the.
Cordy's gone. Sorry, Cordy.
We'll get one of them.
Shoes got blown
and
off.
move on with your life, because he's clearly not coming back.
So Anakin instantly turns, pledge your allegiance. He gets down on the knees.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part when me and I go like this.
I wouldn't be able to look at his ugly face to begin with.
Is it too soon though
to turn?
Or he was in it at this point. He let him kill Mace Windu.
I'm going back with this whole he can disassociate. He's
that
very good at
explains.
disassociating.
I'd rather that.
He's very good at because looking at that face, I'm gonna say that's what absolute power looks like. I would want to be gorgeous.
The man could spin still. Did you see the performance? He spun like Yoda.
And I know that sounds so superficial, but like...
if you're going to be the emperor of the galaxy...
You know how they say, like, again...
They don't have plastic surgery?
I'm going to go for theologian, like the biblical stuff. They say that supposedly Satan, the devil or whatever, was like one of God's most beautiful angels. That's why, like, lust and all that stuff...
Maybe Palpatine was a handsome man.
Lust and all that stuff is supposed to be the, like, very, very appealing to human beings, because they're supposed to be the most gorgeous or whatever, like gorgeous meditation. No, I wouldn't want to look like that. I don't care, power or not. Who wants you?
I want that. I don't want to look at that for the rest of my life.
I wouldn't want to look in the mirror. You have to wear a cloak. You're so ugly. You have to put a cloak over your face for the rest of your life. I don't care with power. That don't mean nothing. And then
he should have went like this. Oh, he should have felt it up, because Botox. How does he know? How does he know? Oh, maybe it makes him look as evil as he is in the inside.
I know plenty of evil people that look pretty damn good because they got a lot of work done.
Honestly, there should be plastic surgery, but they don't, like you said, they can't even tell there's 2 children inside of a woman.
I'm sorry, people. This whole episode has gone off the rails. This is not about looks, but it just to me,
it's not about looks.
He murdered all these people. But honestly, he had murdered children at that point.
No, this is when he sends him. Now he says, "Go to the Jedi Temple
and kill
everybody.
The younglings.
Kill everybody."
At some point, Obi-Wan goes back and tells Padme that he killed younglings. He killed all these people, and she don't want to believe it. Now, I would have shown the receipts. I would have had the.
I think she didn't want to believe it, but I think she did believe them. I think she trusts Obi-Wan. But again, did you see them playing up what I said in the last episode? This thing that he was jealous of her. Oh, Obi-Wan was here earlier, even in his dream when he's seeing her dying. And Obi-Wan was saying, it's okay, breathe. Oh, Obi-Wan was here? And she's like, oh yeah, he came. He was worried about you. I think they were playing up that too. The jealousy that could he want her or whatever the case is.
She's pregnant with his baby.
Obi-Wan's been here, hasn't he?
He came by this morning.
What did he want?
He's worried about you. He says you've been under a lot of stress.
I feel lost.
Lost? What do you mean?
Obi-Wan and the Council don't trust me.
They trust you with their lives.
Obi does gun to her and he goes, he's the father, right? Because we acknowledge that he realizes that she's pregnant.
Anakin is the father, isn't he?
You know, I know you've been standing behind those plans, Padme, and you've been wearing those big coats, but I know.
We all know that you're no longer a senator or a princess,
and
queen,
you're,
a queen.
And you're pregnant.
So we know that you're not wearing those large gowns. Just
word on the street is you're pregnant. This culminates in her going. She puts on one last outfit. She goes in one of her, like, you know, the royal looking things with C-3PO. Obi stows away. And
it didn't seem like it at first. He's just walking around, do. Then he goes, "Oh, I'm just gonna go and sit in here."
Smart. She takes him where he is. Obi eventually comes off, and he starts choking Padme, thinking that she betrayed him.
You're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Because of what you've done. What you plan to do. Stop. Stop now, come back. I love you.
Liar!
No!
You're with him! You brought him here to kill me!
No!
The battle begins and the Yoda fight with Palpatine. I love this because Obi says, I'll go to Palpatine because you can't make me kill Anakin. And he's like, you can't fight him. So, I mean, I love that Yoda at least knows that he is stronger in the Force, and he still couldn't defeat him, you know, which he goes into exile after this, Yoda.
Into exile I must go. Failed I have.
Do you appreciate that he tried?
No, I don't think he should have took him on to begin with. I think they should have went and got. They both should have both went and got Anakin.
You know, I'm ready to kill another one.
You were the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them. Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness.
Should Obi have killed Anakin instead of leaving him to burn? Is that another Is that another strike? Because
because he honestly forget about. No, it's not about killing him. It would have been a mercy to let him put him out of his misery.
Right.
How horrible. Yes, he deserved it for all he did, but he literally says, "I loved you."
Yeah.
Or "I love you." Put him out of his misery, dude. Just kill him at that point. Behead him. Whatever they needed to use the Force. Put him into the burning. You're literally watching him set him be on fire. Like, show him this one last mercy and end his life. He's suffering.
So another point where something could have been stopped.
Yes,
potentially. So he is starting to burn up a little.
He should have ended his suffering. That's would have ended it all.
It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy.
But I understand why he probably was like, his blood isn't on his hands because he didn't technically kill him.
Yeah,
but
he didn't want to.
It's a technicality. I would have done it. It would have been a mercy to him.
And Anakin's wanting to always be the best. He said, "Don't do it, Anakin," when he says, "I have the high ground," which is a quote that people always use.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
He still had to.
And then I'm going to tell you another thing. There was some point during the thing where he said something, and I would have said, "Look at yourself." I would have lied. I would have said, "You killed Padme, the mother of your child. You strangled her. So she might be dead right now. Maybe you should go check on her before the lava comes and kills her." That's what I would have said to him. Again, stupidity personified. These people are so smart. But the simplest thing I would have said, I stowed away on the ship. She didn't know I was there. He had plenty of time to have this dialogue with him.
Oh yeah.
And secondly, the lava is going to burn your wife and your kid. So instead of fighting me, you better go check on them. That would have ended the battle right there. Because
was he too?
No, it would have ended it because he still would have realized that because when he turns into Darth Vader and screams when Emperor says that Padme, you killed her. That's guttural pain. He could have
Unfortunately,
you're gay now and you don't need women because you're with me, the ugly Palpatine.
Lord Vader, can you hear me?
Yes, Master. Where is Padme? Is she safe? Is she all right?
It seems in your anger, you killed her.
I couldn't have. She was alive. I felt it.
now you're going to be my lover.
Mask and all. That's what I wanted you in this leather outfit. This pleather. No.
Pleather outfit. Oh my God.
He should have. I would have said, and in fact, from the beginning, I would have said she had nothing to do with this. I stowed away on the ship, Anakin.
There are always those dialogue choices you wish these people would have just...
It's what I call, what do I call it? The sitcom?
Yes, the sitcom formula.
The sitcom formula.
The mistaken
Chandler knows that he's in love with Monica and blah, 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 blah. It's so stupid. I hate it. It's so stupid. Say what you mean and mean what you say. I would have said, leave her alone. She didn't even know I was on the ship. That would have ended that. He wouldn't have choked her out.
I still think he would have been blind rage because he still had this thing with Obi.
So still, it would have given him the option. And then I would have said, if you love Padme and your unborn child, you better rescue her before the lava burns her to death.
Because I'm going to leave her. No, what we actually...
Because I'm getting off this sinking ship.
Because I'm going. What we find out is somehow C-3PO and R2-D2 get her on. That's the biggest plot hole in the whole movie.
Well, he's there.
Yeah, I know, but he said we got her on the ship. And I'm like, I want to see how they did that.
C-3PO's...
But he can't pick up people.
He's a robot.
But we've never seen him. He could barely walk like you just did. He shuffles.
Oh my God, you know what's funny?
Like
did you not see the part of it? Did you not see the part when C-3PO is going into the ship that he looks just like Joan Rivers?
Dot Matrix.
Dot Matrix when he does this like shuffle thing up the ship. I was like, oh my God, that is Dot Matrix.
Master Kenobi, we have Miss Padme on board. Yes, please hurry. We should leave this dreadful place.
They must have attached a pulley to her, and R2 must have...
That's why she died.
Pulled
They don't tell you the truth of why she really died. They hit her head so many times.
Her back was scraped up.
They hit her head so many times that she had a brain aneurysm.
R2,
I told you not to hit on the head so many times.
I know it was a serious moment, but I laughed thinking to myself that because... He goes, we got her onto the ship, and I'm going...
I'm not made for this. I'm made to serve cocktails, overpriced cocktails to rich people.
Honestly, now we know R2 hit her a few times, and that's why he's been in mourning this whole entire... The rest of the trilogy.
I hope they don't know that I accidentally hit a head a few too.
I love, though, early on, R2 screams when he gets damaged or anything. I love that. It's like to me, it's like Muppets.
Yeah.
I love that over the top.
See? No problem.
So they get her on there, and she's been passed out this whole entire time. I know she didn't walk herself up because she walks up and she goes, Anakin, So they take her to robot.
Again, if David was there, I would have said he is fine. Everything is okay.
Yes,
it was all a misunderstanding. Pull yourself together.
So that's what I don't understand. She didn't get confirmation that Anakin, because she just says there's still her last line of life is there's still good in him, dies.
There's good in him. I know there's still.
To me, I'm still confused of why she died. I know they're going by this. We
died
can't
of a broken
explain
heart.
it, but she's dying.
Medically, she's completely healthy. For reasons we can't explain, we are losing her.
She's dying.
We don't know why. She has lost the will to live. We need to operate quickly if we are to save the babies.
Babies?
She's carrying twins.
Maybe she just couldn't handle all the NAD, the Kardashians, midichlorians.
That's what it was. Oh, all that DNA.
Yeah, she couldn't handle it.
But really, honestly, don't you think it's a cop-out? I know you would have solved this whole thing, but the fact that she died like that, knowing how strong her character was this entire time, how strong-willed her character was this entire time, do you believe that she literally
Senator
gave up life like this?
Annoying.
But again, it had to happen because we wouldn't have wanted her.
No, it didn't have to happen.
But if she didn't raise them, then we would have been like this whole entire time. Oh, they have a mother out there, and then we never.
No, I was hoping that she got blown up on a ship or something.
Okay, off camera. No,
I honestly thought that was what was. I forgot that she died in childbirth until I saw this. I thought that she had given birth.
Is it because the line of Leia? I remember my mother was beautiful and she was sad. You remember in that moment?
No, it's from the Force.
I
yes.
know it's from the Force.
But I actually thought that she got on a ship and it like blew up. That's what I thought happened in my mind.
It would have been better
in
than
my
her
mind,
losing the will.
She had the kids and the ship, she somehow was away from them and was killed. Or escaping Anakin even. That would have been even better. She finds out what he really did and she's trying to escape, and maybe she leaves the kids. She has the babies, or well, in this case, the babies, and goes to find him. That would have been a twist. And then...
Oh, that would have been better.
And then she goes to get him, but before or confront him or run away or whatever, and then the ship blows up. She dies.
I like that better, David, because I didn't want her to be...
I lost all hope.
It goes against her character, I think.
She went back to a planet that she knew she was going to be enslaved and probably killed. And
so I've never liked this choice.
That's a weak plot point.
My final question to you was the worst thing. Now, again, the decisions of the Jedi. Again, Yoda's decision of separating them.
Hidden, safe. The children must be kept.
We must take them somewhere where the Sith will not sense their presence.
Split up, they should be.
My wife and I will take the girl. We've always talked of adopting a baby girl. She will be loved with us.
And what of the boy?
To Tatooine. To his family send him.
I will take the child and watch over him.
Until the time is right, disappear we will.
Do you think this is the Parent Trap formula? I know in theory it's smart, right?
No, it's not, because Anakin didn't know he was having twins.
That's
so
what I was just going to say.
Didn't matter. First of all, Anakin didn't know he was having twins.
No, they think he's died. He died.
Two, they think she died with her child. She died in general, not even having the babies. So what was the point? You could have twins.
Could they have grown up together and actually done something different?
He could have. They both could have lived a very happy life
together. Bail Organa always wanted a daughter, and I'm taking this baby. My wife wants one.
She wants a daughter. She doesn't like boys. They're dirty.
So I'm going to take her.
That didn't make any sense.
Or why didn't Yoda just raise them?
No.
Oh, I don't want to go in that swamp.
That dirty little green thing.
Take me to Dagobah.
But again, maybe this is sexist. Maybe he wanted him to be separated so he could raise Luke as a Jedi, because Obi-Wan was overseeing him.
I don't think Yoda wanted them to be trained.
Well, then he should have just kept them together, and they could have.
That's what I think was
along.
the wrong decision, number 10 at this point,
because nobody knew about them.
No, that's exactly my point. No one knew they were twins,
or
no one knew they were twins.
I will play devil's advocate. Maybe he thought that Palpatine, using the power of the dark side, knew that they were babies, and maybe one would survive if they were all separate. If they were separated, different planets, different places, that they would not be found, and at least one of them would have survived. But they don't seem to care about children anyway. So
Bail Organa takes Leia, and Obi just goes to the moisture farm on Tatooine. Doesn't even say what kind of conversation was this. Oh, by the way, this is Anakin's baby.
You remember Anakin?
You remember him? He came on time.
He was very angry.
Stole your droid.
He was very angry. He left a dead body.
Yeah. This is his baby.
You're raising it. Maybe they called.
They called ahead. They called ahead, and he's here.
You know you didn't want to go through childbirth anyway, so here's a baby.
Baru. I love the ending though, with the twin sons of Tatooine that set up Luke there with the uncle. You know, they might become crusty in the New Hope,
well, they're young. Everyone's young once, right?
Everyone's young once. So
what did we learn from
Yoda?
This?
Goes into exile. He says unto Dagobah, of all places, again in books, in comics, in this and that. He goes there because there's a huge force power there, and he figures that he could tap into it. And there's that cave. There's a cave there. It's a dark side cave. So they said he put his home there to fight the dark side on it. I don't know.
And then he also says to Obi-Wan that he wants him to learn a new.
We do acknowledge that Qui-Gon. That's what it is. Qui-Gon has, our friend Zach said last episode, the thing that Anakin was looking for, life after death, is actually accomplished by a Jedi, Qui-Gon Jinn, and
But it's not.
Not for Padme would never have been able to.
He wants to cheat death.
Yes.
There's a difference between cheating death and being able to Jaga from Thundercats and show up and then disappear. You're not physically with the person.
He wanted, and Padme wasn't a Force user, but Qui-Gon now has learned this, and then he teaches Yoda, and that's how Yoda becomes a Force ghost later on. Obi becomes a Force ghost. So we thank our friend Qui-Gon.
So Qui-Gon shows up in the new. Did they put him into the movie?
He's in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, looking as he did when he died.
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon, yeah.
Master Kenobi, wait a moment. In your solitude on Tatooine, training I have for you.
Training?
An old friend has learned the path to immortality. One who has returned from the netherworld of the Force. Your old master.
Qui-Gon?
How to commune with him, I will teach you.
We didn't mention the famous, it's Order 66 is what the clone troopers are given. We didn't even mention that. That's a big thing. It's basically like a chip in their brain that overrides any friendships or anything.
I'm surprised it wasn't Order 69 if I know Palpatine.
Order 69. So
we've just defiled this. I don't
know.
Really
You
care.
mentioned the famous scene, Vader waking up very Frankenstein-like, getting up off the table, and he screams, I can't even say it. It's like, I'm afraid you killed in your anger. Yeah. So he does think that, or is he just playing that up too? Does he know?
He doesn't care.
No, just he uses it for his advantage. He always finds a loophole, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's a slithering little snake.
we see Chewbacca, we see Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, we see Luke under the twin suns setting up one day.
Someday.
Well, someday. Yoda mentioning an old friend has returned, Qui-Gon finally learning immortality through the Force. I fully want to acknowledge Yoda's saying this. A prophecy misread could have been. Because there's that scene with Mace saying, well, he was the blah. And then Obi goes, well, was he not the chosen one?
I don't think the boy can handle it. I don't trust him.
With all due respect, Master, is he not the chosen one? Is he not to destroy the Sith and bring balance to the Force?
So the prophecy says.
A prophecy that misread could have been.
Yoda said maybe we misread the prophecy. So he does say that at some point of the movie. So again.
Does he say haters are going to hate, ballers are going to ball?
Yes. Haters are going to hate and players are going to play.
Ballers are going to ball. Shot callers they're going to call. That ain't got nothing to do with Qui-Gon Jinn and you.
Okay.
All right, Clive. Let's find out who the winner is.
What would you add in our Radical Retro time capsule? This is something that not represents Star Wars as a whole, but the individual movie.
A condom so that she didn't have get pregnant with those children.
Condoms, Rose. Condoms. Honestly, I guess Vader, Anakin turning dark side, General Grievous's cough suppressant.
Oxygen mask for Grievous.
Oh my God.
A number for Dr. 90210 plastic surgeon for
face.
For his
unlimited power.
Unlimited power. Unlimited power.
But was it really?
Common sense. Can you bottle that?
No, I think people have been looking for that for many years.
Because I would have fixed that. I would have given. What I put in it? I would give Padme a swift kick in her ass and common sense. I'm just kidding. But am I? What would we put in the time capsule? I would probably say this is the rise, this is the
Vader,
revenge
right?
of the Sith. So it would have to be probably a Vader.
A Vader, or what about him burnt up? Yeah, Vader, right? The mask coming on
because this is all becoming.
Yeah. This is Vader. This is now Vader's story. Okay. I think, honestly, I do think Vader, Anakin becoming Vader, something with that.
Or if we had a thing, we could do a flip book where Anakin turns into Vader.
Burn up, legs sliced off.
A picture of him as a child to
Vader,
and then to Vader.
Okay,
Maybe we can talk to our friend.
Dennis J. Woodyard, flip book extraordinaire.
From Thundercats.
Yes, I love him.
Creator, writer.
Man. What a good man. I think Anakin really does dark side turn is this movie. And that's really what you have to wait the entire.
Oh, you did a Yoda.
Dark side turn does he? So that was Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Or Revenge of David if you want to really get to, because I just read them for filth.
Revenge of Palpatine.
That old queen. I think I may have seen him one day when I was at the club. sitting on a stool in the corner looking at all the young boys.
Soon I will have a young apprentice.
Even younger than you.
Much younger than you, Dooku.
Skywalker. Oh, maybe he's AC, as we used to call it back in the day, AC/DC. He's like, if I don't get Luke, maybe I'll get Leia now.
He's like, strike Vader down. Ooh, I'll get another young Skywalker. Yeah, you're right.
Do it. He's getting older and they just keep getting younger.
Yeah, he gets younger. He gets younger.
What is this, the birdcage? Perverts. Yeah, I tell you.
And just wait, because somehow Palpatine returns. Spoiler. So that was another episode of the Radical Retro Rewind podcast. After this, David, we're done with the prequels, and we're going into one that David has definitely never seen. Solo, a Star Wars story.
And it's not because I had no intention of even...
No, he's like, I had no interest, I had no intentions.
And I didn't even know it existed.
Sorry to this man. Really sorry to this man.
Actually, no, I don't. I don't recollect.
I don't think most people do because it was the lowest.
It was the least
amount of money in Star Wars movies. I think up until the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Is this with the gay coded possible characters that everyone was like so tingly about?
We see a young Han Solo, how he met Chewbacca, how he met Lando, how he got the Millennium Falcon, Obi-Wan. Everything you ever wanted to know about Han Solo. I might have did a few other spin-off movies prior, but here we are. We have Solo next.
Aww. Well, then I'm going to look at it with kind, gentle eyes,
yes.
Even though I just eradicated this movie.
You always wanted to know how Chewbacca met Han Solo, right? Yeah, didn't we all want to know that?
Out of the three movies, this is my favorite.
Perfect.
It hurt me, though, deeply that he murdered children. Really, I'll be honest with you. It really did not. It paced better.
Yes.
Action scenes were better.
Yes.
I actually, for once, did not look at the time on the...
Oh, my God.
I did not pause the TV to see if this is going to be... how long this is going to go on for. Not that,
no,
again, I don't want
people... They are long movies.
I also have like 4 kids, you know what I mean?
But
at
they
the
are
same
long.
time, like,
they are long movies.
And
long.
The chemistry was a little better between the actors. There was a little more going on. There was definitely more of that and more conclusions. And again, better pacing for the most part. Again, that one scene, just a smidge. I would have shaved a little off. But again, who am I? I'm not a director.
I will always say Phantom Menace, because of nostalgia, is my favorite of the prequels. But this is the best movie out of the 3. Truly. The pacing, the writing, the acting, the editing. So, Radical Ones, join us next week as we continue Star Wars Summer with Solo, a Star Wars story. And as always, may the Force be with you. And what, David?
Stay radical. Is that... Oh, that's... Wait a minute, that's my line. Wait a minute. And stay radical.
Now you will experience the full power of the dark side.
Radical Ryan, he's ready to